Yo, what is up, guys? I am back, and I know it's been like 3 months, and I said in 2 weeks. And in the last video, I was reviewing the Armada Ion. Sorry, my bad. And I said I was gonna get a sport bike in 2 weeks, and I said it was probably gonna be the Predator or the Grom-looking bike. Turns out I got the Combatant 3, and that's the review we're doing on today. This video is super late because I haven't had time, you know, schooling and summer and all that. But this is it. This is the Armada Combatant 3. And this bike, for 3 months, this is going to be the review on it. So, first off, this bike has been hardy, great for getting around my town. It's a nice little small town, you know, not too many. But I have made a few upgrades, but I'll get to those in the end. But they're just mainly cosmetic. There's nothing done to the hardware. It's all stock. And I believe this is the 2021 model of the Combatant 3. And I'm going to take you around this bike. So the first thing I'm going to go away or talk about is this color. So this is the chameleon colorway, and it changes via the light. When it gets lighter, it gets blue. When it gets darker, it gets purple. I've got so many compliments on this colorway because everybody just loves it. It's absolutely beautiful, and I love it too. And of course, this thing has the e-bike plate, which I will be registering this thing soon. And I want to give a shout out to someone on YouTube who I watched the video about him. His name's Bryce. I don't remember the last 3 letters in his YouTube channel, but he you know, and he talked about how he got his license and he needed a tax return for something like that, you know what I mean. But this thing will be getting, you know, licensed and registered soon, because I don't feel comfortable riding this around sometimes, because if I do pass cops and get pulled over, I don't want to get this thing towed away. But right here, I believe, obviously this says it's 500 watts, which absolutely isn't 500 watts. This thing is, I think this might be 5 kilowatts, if I'm not mistaken. So 5,000 watts, 72 volts getting pushed through this motor. It says it's 3,000, but I don't think that's correct. I feel like this is 5,000, 5,000 watts, because this motor just pushes power like greatly. And these aren't even lithium batteries. These are the lead acid options, which I had to get because this bike I got for 2,500 bucks, which was the best deal I could ever get. But I'll talk more about where I got this and how. And as you can see here, you got the back disc brake, which obviously all motorcycles have because it's legal. And if you look in here, you can find the back shock, which I really like the look of it. It looks really great. Now we're going to talk about the charging port, because a lot of people ask, you know, where do you charge these things? Good thing right here, you just plug it into there with these. This is the standard lead acid option. I might change it to a a type 2 port for car charging, because I would really like to charge this thing on the go. But a lot of the like the Armada Predator, it actually has it like in kind of the wheel well, but I like how this one's kind of sticking out, so you know. Also, there is no back pegs for the passenger, because even if I did, I can't have 2 passengers on this at the moment, so these are just off, but you know, optional. I have 2 Tesla, these are metal Tesla kind of stickers I put on, so they're like metal, stick to this, and it makes it just look absolutely great. Fits the electric theme. Really love the way they look, really love the way they feel. People actually does think this is a Tesla bike, but you know, Tesla doesn't make motorcycles, so I just keep them on there because I got the idea. And of course, coming to the front, you got dual disc brakes in the front, which do an absolute great job of stopping this bike. It does a really good job of handling and all that, even though I was expecting it to be really cheap. This bike isn't that cheap, honestly. It feels pretty great, especially coming from China. And another thing I can show you is the 6 lead acid batteries in here. As you can see, they're put in parallel. 3 on top, 3 on the bottom. That's how it works. And each one is 12 volts. Hook them up, you get 72 volts. Basic math, but let's go over this thing, shall we? So, more on the electronics soon, but first thing I want to store. A lot of people, for like, say the Armada Predator, it has storage back here. This one has a storage cubby in the center, which I really love. So spacious, in fact. I have a few things in here, like masks, my lock. A bottle of butane, because I just got that for my lighter. I don't smoke, but I just got a new lighter today for soldering. But I'm going to turn this thing on, and I will show you the nice LCD screen here. So it shows your kilometer, which obviously is really off, you know, because this thing's limited to 32 kilometers, but you know, because this thing's an e-bike, which it really isn't. It's just a motorcycle, a low-speed motorcycle to be exact. So it's basically a sheep's and wolf skin. But as you can see, we also have our mileage and the voltmeter, which fluctuates depending on how much volts you put through the motor, or how much the batteries are taking out, which is basically your battery meter, but it's not consistent because it just shows how much volts you're using. And we got the gears here. Now these aren't gears, these are obviously just like any car would have. You have reverse option, which I really love. Park, which absolutely just disables the bike. Drive, which is just like normal drive mode, and sport, which I always use because it just gives this thing a little bit extra power it really needs. And yeah, this thing also does have a Bluetooth option, which I'm not going to turn it on, but this thing is connected to a speaker down here, and you can listen to music while you're riding, which is kind of like what I like to do. And then you got the high beams here, which I always keep on because these ones aren't really dim, but these things, they do a great job of illuminating, as you can tell. And another thing I did was switched out the turn signals. I'll just put on my hazards to show you. These are animated turn signals, so they do a really great job of, showing in the daytime. The other ones were really hard to see, but these ones are absolutely blinding. You can see them, you'll notice them. Absolutely great. Love them. Installed them myself too. So, how does this thing ride? It rides great. I really do love this thing. Ever since I got it, it's definitely faster. It's definitely better than the other one I have. And there really isn't much to talk about this bike this time. I would show you a video of me riding it, but I do not have a helmet setup, so I can put a GoPro or anything on that. So if I was to ride this, I'd have to that'll be in a different video. But this is kind of just a quick review I wanted to talk about. But I will get to you guys here shortly. I'm coming back. And this is just a short little review. But anyway, guys, I got through everything now. I will get through more in the next video. Everything I need to show off, I showed off. But anyway, guys, peace.